So here's a weird story that I thought to share with you because I don't know where it's gonna lead, and I thought it might be nice to, talk about it now before I go somewhere. So when I went to the Grammys in LA, I took a flight, and next to me sat this guy who opened Logic, and I opened Ableton. I thought it was funny, how everybody on planes now, especially New York to LA, you just have like music softwares everywhere. So I took a snap, and then we started to talk. And this guy has this amazing startup for music, something to analyze emotions, something really beautiful. So he briefly told me about that, and we talked. And then he got sick. He started to vomit, filled up very bravely four vomit bags. I admire that. It was pretty amazing. So he was a very memorable guy, very sweet. We had a very funny trip together. So I remembered him not only because of the vomit, also because of what he does and how interesting he was. So for 4 days later, I walk in LA. Nobody walks in LA in the streets. Nobody walks. Like the streets were empty. I mean, it's not a street, it's really like a highway. So I'm walking at the side of the highway from one point to another. I don't know why I did that. Um, and this highway from the other side of the highway, like I think 8 lanes over, this guy is running towards me. It was like 4 days after the flight. And I'm like, oh, wow, this is the guy from the flight. And he walks over and goes like, hey, remember me? I was like, how can I forget? And we started to talk. It was like, what are the chances? Nobody is walking in the street in LA, let alone like a street that, has only, cars and like between places that nobody walks to. Anyway, it was this weird coincidence. And we go like, what the fuck? Like, what are the chances? Let's keep in touch. I'm sure that we're going to collaborate in some way. So I thought to tell you that story of like, oh wow, what are the chances? How funny is that? I thought maybe to tell it to you because who knows where it's going to lead. It will be funny to tell you the next part of the story if it happens. So here is another part of this story which makes it crazy. We say, okay, let's keep in touch. We laugh, haha, vomit, blah, blah, blah. And then I start to walk the other direction. Um, and he just left. He's still on the sidewalk. And I'm starting to walk again. No people on the sidewalks. And then this other guy walks towards me, and the previous guy is still here. Another guy walks towards me, and I go like, he had his headphones on. I was like, can you take the headphones off? Were you on a flight from New York to LA 4 days ago? And he goes like, oh yeah. And so apparently this other guy was on the same flight. So it's the three of us standing in a quarter of a block in LA going like, what is going on? Like from the same flight. The reason I remember the other guy is because he looked very interesting, a little hipstery looking, but he sat in first class. And I was like, huh, I wonder what this guy does, like to myself. And then I forgot about him. Apparently, he didn't forget completely because 4 days later, here we are, the four of us in the middle of LA, going like from the same plane. We're going like, what the fuck? Is this really happening? So I get an email from the second guy. By the way, the only reason I'm doing this video is because today I exchanged emails with the first guy, and we're like, what is going on? We have to meet. That was like a month ago. And then today we talked. So a few days ago, I got an email from the second guy, and he goes like, I wonder why the world put us together. Let's meet. I want to get to the bottom of this. And he's in New York now. So we scheduled. So I checked him out. I sent him some of my stuff. Apparently, he's the CEO of this amazing branding company, super innovative. So we scheduled a meeting for. Actually, it's going to be next Friday. I don't know. I just thought to tell you about this and like keep you posted on episode 2 when that happens. So yeah, have a good weekend. I'll keep you posted with this thing if it gets interesting. To me, it's unbelievable, and it might be even more mind blowing as episode 2 will be shared, and I don't know what that episode is going to be.